Yo, peeps, what's up? So, I just got off work recently. Came home, took a shower after like a 14-hour day. And you know what? I want to chillax and play some Magic, so let's get in here and get this game on the way and see how we do. Hopefully, everyone that's watching this video is having a good night or day. And who knows? Maybe I'll get to show y'all something fun when I'm here playing Magic for this little bit that I am. I don't know, maybe I'll play only one game tonight, depending on if we win or lose or how I feel. I might play a second one. Or I might call it a night and go get some sleep because it's gonna be a long day tomorrow. Because I got another long shift, and then following that, I'm going to work some overtime. So, needless to say, our work week is pretty stacked. Ooh, wow, no companion? That makes me think death and taxes. I think that's like the worst thing we could see without a companion, right? Or, I guess they could be on Mill or Tron, but no companion. Giganta not being there. Tron seems like it's not gonna be the thing. I guess they could be playing control. Typical what? Blue-white control list. Misty Rainforest kind of leaves them open to fetch anything. Let's see, they could also be on Crashing Footfalls. Consider. Since they played the Consider spell, let's see, they could be on Control Murktide or something. Abundant Harvest. So it looks like they are on Archmage's Charm. There we go. Counter spell. Abundant Growth. Looks like they're on control. Alright, they're on control. But I think they're not going to be playing that land that turns our lands into islands. I need a power plant. That enchantment that turns our lands into islands. I'm completely drawing a blank right now. It's been a long day. I think I deserve a pass on forgetting what this Spreading Seas. There we go. Took me that long to remember what Spreading Seas was. That should give y'all an idea of how tired I am right now. Alright, so since we have double steerings here, let's just go ahead and hit one of them and see what we can get. Oh, correction, I have a single steerings in hand, but I don't expect them to counter it right off the bat just because it's only a Spreading Seas. It's not the biggest threat out there. Let's see, I am going to, however, want to draw some more cards though, so let's take that route. The reason why we're powering through here is because we're trying to find something like a Ulamog or Emrakul, something. I also have a forest in hand, so that means we can definitely power through all these chromatic stars and spheres pretty easy. There's a mine. I have one more time left. Walking Ballista. I think we'll go ahead and do the last one here. Like I said, just powering through, trying to find some answers for the next couple turns. Then we do the relic last. Oh, they did not counter relic. That's something right there. I kind of expected them to counter the relic just because of the fact that it can exile cards from their graveyard. Growth Spiral. So it looks like they didn't really care about what we did. They just had one main goal in mind. Okay, so now they're going to have 5 lands available, which means Teferi, Hero of Dominaria is a potential play, which would leave them holding up what? Counter spell? think here what we do is let's go ahead and play a land. Let's try to fetch here. If I can fetch, what I'm gonna go get is Sanctum of Ugin, that way we can cast Ulamog next turn. Let's do 3 here and play Serum Powder. I don't think they're gonna counter Serum Powder. That would be very, very, very surprising. Let's go ahead and exile a card from their graveyard. And we're gonna pass turn after that. What I'm planning to do with the Sanctum of Ugin is I am going to cast Walking Ballista for everything. And then that will trigger Sanctum of Ugin. I'm gonna go ahead and sacrifice it, go find Ulamog, bring the big boy Ulamog out here, and just exile some lands. It's either Ulamog or Emrakul, one or the other. If they give us another free turn pass, that would be amazing. Nope, it looks like they're going in. Hey, who knows? Maybe this is a Murktide. See, look at that. I was right. It is a Murktide deck. Murktide for 4. Let me go ahead and I think I'll keep the relic up for now, right? I could draw into some more threats. Yeah, they have nothing in the grave. Let's just use relic. Rings. Okay, I could dig that. Let's go ahead and use this one for Ancient Stirrings. Okay, let's see what all we get here. Karn Liberated. Let's get liberated, shall we? Let's go ahead and put Sanctum of Ugin out there. Right now I can do a Wormcoil for 1, 2, 3, 4. That would be 8 mana, and it would still trigger Sanctum of Ugin. But because we drew into a Karn Liberated, let's see what we draw into next. Another one. I'll take it. I expected to counter it though, honestly. Yes, I'm going to definitely sacrifice Sanctum of Ugin. And I'm going to go find Ulamog, the Ceaseless Hunger. Let's see if they counter this. They should counter it with a counter spell. That's the only reason why they keep 2 mana up. So that means next turn we're going to take 7 damage, and they are going to, I guess, not do anything else because they don't want me to exile Murktide Regent. Or, let's put a land down. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Big boy Ulamog coming out here. Let's exile Murktide Regent. Let's exile their blue-white land. Definitely gonna be a counter spell that comes up here though. Archmage's Charm, there we go. Let's go with Expedition Map out there. Pass turn. Okay, so Now they're going back to 5 mana again. Let's see what they have coming down this time. Prismatic Ending on Expedition map. Hey, that's stopping us from getting Emrakul. Okay, so they just have a Hex Drinker. And they only have one card in hand. It could be a counterspell, but let's bait the counterspell and see what happens. If you got the counterspell, go ahead and use it. No counterspell there. Okay, that seems decent. Of course, though, I'm gonna get rid of the Hex Drinker. We could use all the protection that we can get here. These things tend to turn pretty quick. Let's go ahead and get some lands out here. Let's go ahead and get a tower first. Let's go ahead and tap 3 Serum Powder out there. And then we're gonna go ahead and pass turn. Snapcaster Mage? Okay, I would be very surprised by a Snapcaster right there. Very, very surprised. Archmage's Charm. I guess they're trying to draw some more. So they might be looking for another Murktide Regent here. A Murktide would mean I have to sacrifice Karn Liberated in order to kill it. That's not a bad problem at all. So let's see. Of course, exile the Murktide Regent. Now let's look at what options we have here. I could use 2 and then go up on mana by 1. Easy choice right there. Or at least use 2 and go by 2. Let's see, 2 is gonna be for Karn, right? Then 3, 6, 7, 8 is gonna be for Possessed Portal, because we're locking our opponent out the game here. So I guess we could just go get a power plant in case they do destroy our land somehow. We still have more than enough mana to do whatever we want. So let's get Karn out there. Let's go look for a card on the sideboard. Oh, not in exile. And let's go get Possessed Portal. As soon as my opponent goes to their draw step. Okay, they already got it. GG. They know how this works. Hey, but we locked our opponent out, so that's pretty sweet. Alright, so now that we know what they're on, we really need to change anything? Probably not. They only played Murktide, and Karn here still gets rid of Murktide stuff. Grassdigger's Cage, Wretched Bomb, Chalice of the Void. I could see putting in a Monument and taking out 1 Walking Ballista. But I think that's all we want to change here, just because our deck is fairly good against them anyways. Only thing that wasn't exceptional was Walking Ballista, because it's kind of difficult to pump it up to be strong enough. I guess we could also put O-Stone in here, right? Take out the Worm, so we have both the Worm and the Walking Ballista on the sideboard. And I guess we're gonna just go ahead and say go. But at first glance, it did not seem like they are going 100% on the counter spells. So that's good for us. Let's powder this hand. And this one as well. This means that we do not have any basic lands in our deck. And I think we've, at this point, exiled 1 of each Tron land. Because let's see, we have exiled a power plant, 2 mines and 1 tower. So we're short on mines here. My opponent's probably looking at our exile zone like, what the heck? They should see Emrakul. This should stand out for them like a sore thumb, because this is kind of one of our main win conditions against control. But fortunate for us, we do have the turn 3 card liberated to exile something. So if they brick on a land, we are just going to be running away with the game. If not, we do have the Old Stone backup. And then if that doesn't work, we do have the 2 redraws. So I'd say we're in a pretty good position here. Alright, opponent, what you doing? Maybe they're looking up serum powder. Ouch. Because honestly, the card is just good. Because it's like, no matter what kind of deck you're playing, if you can put serum powder in there and just raise your odds of getting exactly what you need in the start, it's like, why would you not? Speaking of, the craziest thing I've done with serum powder is I've put my entire sideboard in my main deck against mill opponent, and I somehow still managed to turn 3 Tron because of serum powder. And that was pretty spectacular, I must say. It made me think for sure, you know what, I could play Tron with 80 cards in it and somehow make it work. I think one of the main things you would have to have is a bunch of ensnaring bridges, because you're going to be mulliganing like you're crazy. So that's got to be a fallback. Then maybe Pixels of Pandemonium along with some other interesting sideboard tech. Okay, that was a weird pause in the game right there. But we're back. Expedition map could get prismatic ending to here, but hey, at least we could say, you know what, we had a good play, right? It looks like it did not get endinged. Let's go ahead and go get a mine. Spiral. Okay, let's go get a mine. Whew, look at how few lands we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lands left in our deck. Oh my goodness, we should be drawing into action here. Like nobody's business. So I think counters wise, it's gonna be kind of difficult for them to keep up. I hope. That's saying that we only draw into action from now on, though. I think Old Stone for the first couple turns hurts us more than helps us. Spread. They do play Spreading Seas. The good thing though is we have Old Stone, so that's a pretty surefire backup. Do we have Blast Zone on the sideboard? I mean an Exile? Yes, we do. So literally the one out that we have for that is in our hand, which which is perfect. Oh, yeah, we don't have more mana. For some reason, I thought that was like Serum Powder, where it gives you additional mana for some odd reason. I guess they might have looked at how many... Well, if they paid attention to what was in our exile zone, they would see that our mines is what we have the least amount of, so they would have done it to the mine. The Fairy Time Raveler, so they're gonna bounce our Elstone back to hand. Yep. Good thing for us is we could put Elstone back out and play a land. And then we're gonna be short one land in order to make Elstone go off, which is unfortunate. Or maybe they're just gonna counter Elstone. Or I guess another play that we could do here is just go ahead and play Concrete Creator. Seems good, right? So with Concrete Creator, if it resolves, let's go ahead and look for a card from exile. And the card we want to get is... Oh wow, there are no expedition maps in here, huh? That's a little on the surprising side. But the odds of getting a land here are pretty slim. But I think we're gonna be knocked off Tron for sure this entire game, right? Let's just get a monument for now. And pass turn. Only other thing we could get is Tormod's Crypt to exile their graveyard. That way they can... If Karn does survive next turn though, we're just gonna Murktide. I mean, we're just gonna use Tormod's Crypt. Unless we draw into a tower, then that kind of changes things a lot for us. They're probably thinking since we got Forsaken Monument, we already have another land in hand. But that means that that next turn I'm not gonna be doing anything else except just playing Monument, and that's all. Okay, I'm a little surprised here how long they're taking with their turns, because typically controlled matchups take a long time for the match to end. So usually I think they want to play pretty quickly in order to keep themselves from running out of time. Especially if they're down a match. Oh, it says they had lost connection to the game and then rejoined the game. I guess they might be having some problems. So they might be dealing with technical difficulties. Okay, so I came back, play the land. Alright, they just plushed on Fairy Time Reveler there. Alright, so the main that we saw they had was Murktide. Yes, I would like to reveal a card. Let's reveal Tormod's Crypt. Let's see if they counter this. If they're not banking on Murktide, they'll just let this go, no problem. So they're not banking on Murktide. Let's go ahead and play a star. Let's crack the star for a green. See if we can go fetch a tower here with Sylvan Scrying. Oh wow, they actually let us do it. Wow, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lands. Now we have 4 lands left in the deck. Let's play that. Let's go ahead and tap both. And I think we just put Monument out. Just in case they turn another land into what's the name? An island. They're making our islands into island boys, trying to make it. For those who know what I'm talking about. I'm not letting them get next turn. Murktide is too big of a threat. So at least this way, if they do play Murktide, it will be fairly small. Archimedes' Charm. So I guess they could have really countered whatever I was doing regardless. Force Figure. Okay, to destroy the monument there. That's a pretty good play. I guess Force of Vigor also would hit Ensnaring Bridge. Alright, there's nothing I can do here. Alright, so that's 5, 6, 7. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 mana. So it looks like lucky here with the ability to have or option to use Emrakul here. Just go ahead and plus on Karn first. Alright, now we just go play Ulamog. Let's exile Teferi Time Reveler and a green-white land. Pass turn and see if that is enough to slow them down here for a little bit. I'm expecting Ulamog to get countered here, but hey, that's no big surprise, right? But that also means that we're not playing Emrakul this game. Because, of course, Emrakul is in the exile zone. So that means that we're done playing creatures that, you know, cause major effects and everything. Alright, so since we have two major threats in hand here, if we use 7, it makes sense to just go Karn and O-Stone. That way they have to counter both of these. Dovin's Veto. Alright, that's a counter right there. Let's see if they got another one. Alright, they don't have a second counter spell. Alright, let's get rid of that Murktide. Fast turn. Okay, so now they're trying to draw into a threat. Oh, for Time Reveler, I guess they're gonna just bounce Spreading Seas and put it on the mine. Yep. For us though, very easy choice to just exile the Spreading Seas here. Okay, now let's go ahead and play Sundering Titan to pop some of their lands over there. Unless they have Force of Negation, which I doubt. So let's destroy all their special lands, shall we? So now they're left with only 2 lands remaining. And that's game. GG's opponent. Alright, so that's it for me for tonight. I guess I'll record my next game tomorrow after work. Alright, thanks for tuning in, peeps. If you enjoyed what you just watched, make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all the works. And I appreciate y'all watching this video and showing support.